Accelerate progress, invest in women. That's the theme of this year's United Nations Women's History Day that we celebrated earlier this month. I'm celebrating with some yellow flowers, some of my favorite, because it's starting to be springtime. And this is also Women's History Month. So today's episode, we're going to combine those two things, Women's History Month and International Women's Day, and we are going to have the end of spring or the end of March in like a lion, out like a lamb. We're hoping that the weather here in Colorado stays or gets better. I don't know. We might have a big snowstorm. You never know. Anyway, as you remember, earlier this month, I traveled to Panama City, Panama for the Global Diversity and Export Initiative, a lot of words, in Panama City. And part of that, it was so powerful. What I'd love to share with you is some of the women who I met. That's what part of that I want to share with you today, and the difference that they're making. And I want to share with you and actually even ask you a question and challenge yourself at the end of this episode. So I'm going to share some of the pictures with you with some of the women who I met and share a little bit about their stories and what they're doing in the world. Because I think when we talk about investing in women and accelerating progress, it's so powerful. And here's the thing, we're the ones who get to do that first. We can choose how we invest our time, our money, and our energy so that we can live in the world to make the difference that we are here to make, living our purpose on purpose. So if you don't know me, if we have not met yet, I'm Julie Ulstrup. I'm the Leadership Accelerator for Women. And I help ambitious women like you, to get to the top 1%, whether it's in corporate or entrepreneur. I help you leverage your leadership skills so you can make the difference that you are here to make. I've done that in communities, I've done it in large institutions, I've also done it in my entrepreneur journey. So that's what I do. And I want to share with you a little bit about these women who I met in Panama. So I know you know that there's a pay gap. I know that you know that women don't make as much as men. And one of the ways that we can change that is by leveraging our leadership skills. Also, we can leverage who we are with. What communities are we in where we can make a difference, where we're with people who share our values and that we're excited about. And these women who I'm going to share with you have great things that they're doing in the world. And I think that they are history makers in the making, whether it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And in fact, some of them are making history now. And we're going to put their pictures in because, of course, it's fun to see photos of people that we're talking about. So the first person I'd like to introduce you to is Lady Jill. Now, in the photograph, she's wearing a crown. Her hair is in a crown on her head. And she is actually a princess from Ghana. And her work involves helping people import and export to the United States. And she also is like an ambassador. She is super powerful. And I'll share with you, I met her and we were sitting at a table talking, and this is one of her superpowers. She asked each of us at the table, she said, if you were a superhero, what would your superhero name be? And what's your superpower? So I told her that I would be a warrior of light, and my superpower is that I can see people I can see things in people that they can't see in themselves. Well, she is obviously a connector. She went around the table. We all felt very connected by the end. We all had our superpower names. She also pinned a small crown on me because one of her superpowers is really bringing out the best in people and helping people to remember that they have this brilliance inside them and that we are here to shine. So Lady Jill is one of the awesome women who I met in Panama City. The next woman who I'd like to introduce to you is Lisa Hudson, and she is the woman on the other side in the same photograph, And she has a business in central Indiana, maybe southern Indiana, to create workwear. This was amazing to me that she found this problem. So people who wear uniforms in companies, women would often have to wear the same uniform that men wore. So they would order men's sizes, have men's cuts of clothing, and she works with large companies to make the clothing the same for men and women, but have women's cuts, which just seems brilliant and so obvious. She has grown her company very big. Her community has invested in her, and she's investing in her community. I mean, she has a lot of young leaders on her team. One of the things, kind of going back to her products, she serves these large manufacturing companies. Women didn't have clothing that they could wear when they were pregnant. They just had to buy bigger size of the men's uniform. So that's the gap that she fills. She's also training the people in her company to lead with values, to have an accepting community, to build, to grow, and to have purpose in how they work together. So Lisa Hudson is another woman who is making history, and I'm excited for you to get to know a little bit about her here today. So think about that. Think about the people who you know. Is there somebody like Lady Jill who brings out the best in others, who has this global impact? Lisa actually also has a global impact, because I saw recently on her social media that they have 2 contracts with 2 different companies from the Central America trip. So congratulations to Lisa, a history maker. And of course, congratulations to Lady Jill, because she was awesome as well. The third person who I'd like to share with you, who I met, is Pam Confer, Dr. Pam Confer. And she is from Mississippi, and she is a corporate humorist. She brings music and humor to companies to help them do training. She has all of her own training, and she is a remarkable woman. Now I'm going to share a photograph of she and I together, and then a photograph that she took of me at the ambassador's home in Panama. Okay, you'll see it. I'm standing behind the podium of the United States Embassy. So it looks like I'm an ambassador, I'm running for office, I don't know. It was a lot of fun, and she made me laugh, it was, and that's a good thing, right? I mean, I know for me, sometimes I can take myself kind of seriously, and it's not really that serious. It needs to be fun, and I love to have fun too. So these 3 women are just 3 of the women who I met this month through the International Trade Forum. I would love for you to share and I invested a considerable amount of time, money, and energy to get to know these women. I am so grateful that I had the opportunity. I also received a STEP grant from the state of Colorado that helps businesses grow. So that investment of our own time, energy, and money, what does that look like for you? Now I'm going to share with you, I do have a retreat coming up next month. It will be in our beautiful Colorado foothills, 2.5 days of proven practices and success strategies so that you can level up to the next 1%. There's a link. I would love to invite you to join us. Please find out more. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or to click the link where you can learn more. You can register. It's going to be a really nice size group, maybe 15 to 20 women, and I would love to have you join us. Please like, subscribe, and share. We'd love to have you share this with all of the women who you know who are interested in leveraging their leadership so that they can be at the top 1% and we can make a difference in the world. I'm Julie Ulstrup. Make it a great day, and please feel free to leave your comments below. I look forward to hearing from you and finding out how you are leading in your brilliance. Make it a great day.